How does that rate in your performances this season?
Right up there. I think last week I said about using last week as a platform, and I think we've done that today against a very good St Ives side. You know, if you score one or two more, people say St Ives are poor, but St Ives are a good side, and at 3-1 I thought the game was in the balance a little bit because we weren't defending the first ball as well as what I'd have liked. But I mean, some of the passing play today was first class. There was great movement. You know, we was creating different angles. We was getting in behind. We was getting in front. We was dropping off and having the ball. And the players are listening. They're listening and they're learning. And you know, if we can keep learning, then we've got to use this as a springboard for Tuesday night, because we've got another very difficult game at Spalding on Tuesday. So, you know, we've got to keep going. But you know, anyone in this crowd today can see things are definitely moving in the right direction.
Rob Hughes, he just seems to just give you another dimension in midfield. He just a calm influence over the way you play and, you know, the way you keep the ball on the floor. I mean, first full 90 minutes, he must be happy with what he's done today.
A lot of people compare a lot of players to, you know, you've never replaced Paul Rayner. I think Rob Hughes could be, you know, a Paul Rayner type player, especially at this level and the level above. He's got great feet, he's got great awareness, he's not scared to have the ball anywhere on the field. He plays the position well. He don't go careering out on the left wing, the right wing. He plays in the middle of the pitch, and he's like a pivot man. And him and Luke both comfortable on the ball. I thought some of the space they created for each other today, you know, really worked well. And then obviously we've got Danny White as well as a centre midfielder. He's come on the right today, and you know that fifth goal is all about Danny White. He's chased a lost cause. He's rattled around their defender at 4-1 up with 2 minutes to go. He's nicked the ball, and then again the play between Beaumont and Harris is, you know, different class. That just, you know, that was the end to what I think was a great performance.
Must have been a difficult decision. Obviously, Danny White, you haven't dropped him to the bench, and obviously bring in Rob Hughes. What was the thinking behind that?
Well, the thinking was Hughes. He's been with us sort of 3 weeks now, and he's had two good half hours. Danny White started every game. We've got 3 good centre midfielders. When I brought Hughes in, I spoke to Luke and spoke to Danny and said we are going to, you know, be moving things around between the 3 of you. And obviously, last year we had players that played 60, 65 games. We can't have that this year. You know, them 3 are all comfortable. If they play 42, 45 each, we're happy. But you know, we'll pick the players we think for which day. And you know, I thought today was a good game for Hughesy to play, and I think he earned the right. And Danny, you know, I pulled Danny. He was happy. You know, he knows that's a squad game, not a team game, and he's come on and done what Danny White do best in a slightly out of position. But he played that position for Wroxham, and that's another spring to his bow.
Long Buckby have won again today, or they were 3-1 up. I mean, is it painful? You know, you're playing well, you're winning, but they seem to keep winning again. I mean, that's...
Yeah, I mean, that is, you know, obviously we want to win the league, but, you know, I still think 100 points will be there or thereabouts, and we've still got a few more points to play with, and obviously Long Buckby have got a long season ahead of them. We've been in this position last year where we was in the title hunt. That's new to them, and, you know, they will get games where they come under pressure, they will get games where they panic, but we've got to worry about Spalding on Tuesday. We've got to worry about what we're doing, and you know, we've only dropped 5 points at home this year. We've only dropped 5 points all year. We only dropped 17 all last year. We're going in the right direction. What Long Buckby do, obviously, we've got to play them again. They've got to play Peterborough, Northern Star. Twice they've got to play the top 6 at home. You know, they've had some kind fixtures so far, and you know, they've got to play all the top teams at home and some away. So we're under no disillusions that we've got to keep the pressure on Long Buckby, but you know, while we're on the coattails and when we've got to still play them again, they only need 1 slip-up, and I'm sure they're going to have that this season, as I'm sure we'll have slip-ups again this season. I can't see us and Long Buckby and Peterborough, Northern Star going unbeaten all season against all the other teams, because that is a tough league. And you know, teams like St Ives, Newport, Bagnalls, Holbeaches, Spaldings, they're all capable of taking points off us, and we've just got to make sure that we don't drop points Tuesday night against, you know, what are going to be a very fired up Spalding side.
What type of game is it going to be on Tuesday? Do you see it being a sort of blood and thunder derby like it was at Boston?
I think that'll be exactly the same as Boston, exactly the same as St Ives away. I think, you know, there'll be odd goal in it, and we just got to, you know, we've got to stay